Hello, YouTube. All right. I am actually now heading beachside. Crossing the Banana River at this point. Decided I should film it for you guys that like watching the driving videos where I go over the various causeways around here in this area. Earlier today I had done some work at the library, and then I did went food shopping at Aldi's to make some food to eat. Believe it or not, the food is cooking right now. Rice hasn't been cooked. I am using the inverted cooking system to cook up the sausages. I got 3 of them cooking right now in the rice cooker as I'm driving. And am heading over to the beach side. Yeah. Decided that instead of going out to the compound today, which is kind of gloomy out there, you know, it's deserted and hot, dry, full of animals, wild animals, and mosquitoes. I decided I'd rather go to the beach today. So here you see me heading to the beach. That's one of the magic of when you don't have a fixed schedule, you know, because I don't have any assignments for this week. I'm using it to catch up on YouTube, do some stuff. Also preparing some videos, or not videos, but ideas and stuff for my partnership with Express Tech Auto. We're going to be putting up together a new channel, which you'll see and hear about coming up here very soon. Anyhow, basically, I am heading over to the beach side. We'll finish cooking either in the van, or if I can get free electricity, I'll finish cooking at the beach with free electricity. If I don't get free electricity, I'll keep cooking in the van, or I might go ahead and finish cooking the rest of it on the butane stove. Either way, the food is going to get cooked. But I am going to sit and chill at the beach, then take my shoes off and go for a nice walk. I think it's very important, you know, for your sanity. I think if you're living in a van, to not confine yourself to the van 24/7. I think that's one of the worst things you could possibly do, because then you get, what, cabin fever, except your cabin is your van. And you start to get depressed. I know a lot of people have issues with depression and stuff, but I think nature has a way of alleviating those symptoms. I don't think I personally ever really struggled with depression. You know, I do get depressed sometimes. I think it's normal to be depressed sometimes. But I try to keep myself cheerful as much as possible. And for me, what keeps me cheerful is nature. You know, I like being surrounded by nature, even in remote, scary places like the compound. You know, I would prefer to be out there with the animals usually than in a city where I'm confined. Even here, you know, being beachside, it's less crazy than in a big city, but it's still got a lot of people in this area. It's grown quite a bit, so it's kind of stressful. But to my left, to your left right here on the video camera, is the beach. So I'm just planning on pulling in here to Pelican Beach and chilling and eating there, and then going for a walk. I think it's important every so often to take your shoes off and connect yourself back to Mother Earth. You know, when I walk on the beach and have my feet in the sand and can feel the water coming up, all my stress kind of like goes away. I wouldn't say I'm stressing right now, but I am kind of busy. Got a lot of stuff going on with the new channel that I'm working on with Express Tech Auto. Trying to get my channel, you know, this YouTube channel, organized and straightened out, and looking at the situation. Also getting ready to go back to court to deal with the license suspension, which they got a hearing coming up on that. So kind of stressful stuff. But the beach is my cure. The beach is my medicine. And that's where I'm heading. So you can see here, this is actually, I think they call this High Tower Beach. It's the beach right across from what used to be called South Patrick Housing. I used to live right here on the right hand side right here. had a house right down the street. And when I was here, I was still living with my parents. And I would come to the beach every morning and run, jog as I was preparing to go into the military myself. So this area here is Satellite Beach. And it is, you know what, let's take a little tour since we're waiting for the food to cook. This is Satellite Beach, which is where I grew up, kind of. You know, I was a military brat, so we lived all over the world. But my dad transferred here, moved here on my senior year, which is terrible, you know, for a child. When you move and relocate on their senior year of high school, because that means they're going into a new school as a senior with no friends. So it was kind of hard. But, you know, I survived it. This is, we're heading here towards a school called Satellite High School. Go Scorpions. Yeah. This is Satellite High School, and they had just built this new auditorium, I think right after I left. But to the right-hand side here is Patrick Air Force Base South Housing, but it's no longer South Housing. They got rid of it, and it's going to become civilian now. They're building expensive, very expensive housing there now. But see the yellow fence right there? That used to be the separator from Patrick Housing to Satellite High School. This is the parking lot, not the main one. I don't know if the faculty or the students use this. I guess they have some with names on them. I guess seniors must be marking their territory or something. But this is my school. I think they even had a swimming pool. I wonder if they had a swimming pool. Maybe they did. Yeah, they do. It looks like they have a swimming pool here. I don't remember them having a swimming pool. Maybe they did. That was for the swim team. This is the gym. So this is the gym, and I can tell you stories there. Like the Karate Kid, I used to get beat up all the time. I don't know if you know that. I got beat up so much as a kid. You know, if you watch Karate Kid, that was like me, except I didn't have a Mr. Miyagi. I mostly got my butt kicked until I learned not to take it anymore, and I started standing up to the bullies. But coming here as a senior, you know, all the kids here, this is a very small town, satellite area. They grew up with each other from kindergarten. They knew each other all the way from kindergarten, all the way through the high school and even college. Me coming in as a senior, I was a stranger. So I hung out with all the outcasts. I don't know if you saw like Breakfast Club. Yeah, that'd be like my group right there. Well, we had all the different the different groups. This building right here looks new. These look like new buildings. Oh, they fenced everything in. It used to be this school here. What was interesting is Satellite High School and most of the beachside schools, so they closed it. I guess for security now. Everything's gated and locked down, which makes me really sad. School's like a prison now. They got metal gates and everything's under lockdown. Cannot get in now. You got to go through the admin building through a gate where they have metal detectors and all sorts of stuff. It's crazy. It's just crazy that this is a school. It's a cafeteria. I used to can't even go in there now to show you all the stuff, but he could show you my locker. Yeah, and then right next to it they had the media center, which is shared with the Laura Junior High School. So they had the junior high school here, which I didn't go to. My brother went there, my baby brother, who's since passed away, believe it or not. But anyhow, we had the high school on this side. And I remember my first time here at the school, I was like, wow, you know, the hallway was like a breezeway, and you could look out and hear the ocean and see the trees, the palm trees moving and stuff. You know, the kids would always be like distracted because we're always like just sitting out there daydreaming. Waiting for school to get out, and then the surfer dudes would go surfing. But this is like the student parking lot for the kids here. You can see it's a pretty small school. I think total wise the number of students here at the time, and I think it might be about the same or maybe a little bit more. I think they had like maybe 1,600 students total, maybe between 1,200 to 1,600 students was the student count, the size of the school, which was kind of crazy because the school I went to, Midwest City, Oklahoma, Midwest City High School, I think the whole school population was like 3,000 to 6,000 students, and even the senior class was like more than 1,600. Here, the senior class is like 200 or 300, I think, and the rest of the freshmen, sophomore, and juniors. I'm trying to figure out if they had 10th, 11th, 12th. I think they had 10th, 11th, 12th at this school, and Delora is 7th, 8th, and 9th. Yes, Delora Junior High, not middle school. So junior high has 7th and 8th. High school has 9th. No, junior high has 7th, 8th, and 9th. High school has 10th, 11th, and 12th. If you have a middle school situation, they have 6, 7, and 8. And then high school is 9, 10, 11, 12, which is kind of crazy. But you used to have a post office here that I guess they're rebuilding into something else. That's no longer a post office. But this is essentially what I consider my hometown, my American hometown, just because it's where I graduated high school, and that was Satellite High School that we just saw briefly. But right down the street here is the beach that we're going to. It is Pelican Beach. And I'm going to go there and finish cooking up my sausages and have a nice sausage and rice dinner. It's the only meal I've had all day, actually. I haven't had anything else. Alright, light is red. Cars are coming. It is legal for me to turn right when traffic's not busy. So, even though you see the red light there, I'm going to go ahead and turn because it is clear. And I'm on what's called A1A, State Road A1A, which has changed quite a bit. They've remarked things, they've put medians in on some of the places. It used to be all just no medians. They've redone a lot of these roads. These condos you see on the left-hand side used to not be here. There used to be very few condos, very few buildings. You could drive down A1A and see the beach on your left. Now, all you see are buildings, usually condos. Some hotels. But this place holds a lot of memories just because it's my last place I stayed with my family before moving out on my own into the military. And I even had a little job here at one of these little stores on the side called Beach Computers. Sad story about that, but maybe I'll tell you some of these sadness. People always say I'm so happy. There's been a lot of sadness. I just don't dwell on it, but I don't forget it. But I don't dwell on it. Because life is too short, You can spend it living in the past and in sadness, or you can deal with the sadness of the present and try to change it, try to make it better. Because if you don't even try, then there's a very high probability or likelihood of it not getting better. So when given the option of being sad because the current situation is sad, or trying to deal with it and be happy, why they have this blocked off, sort of. I don't know if that means we can't park here or what. I don't think I'm going to go there because I don't want a cop messing with me. They have parts of it. It says clubhouse parking only on that side. They have parts of this blocked off. I normally park over there under those solar panels right there. I don't know if you can see that. But they had that pseudo blocked off, although on the other end it's not blocked off. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go in through the other side and park there. Or just park here under a tree, which I'm getting ready to do. So I will just park on this side under the tree, finish my meal, cooking, and then have some nice food. Maybe I'll do a mukbang. Mukbang episode for those of you who like watching me stuff my face. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the ride. as I reminisced a little bit about my past. I hope wherever you are, you're staying safe. And if you have access to the beach where you are, get out there. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy the beach. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.